Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shirley Mystic here, and today we're going to be talking about everything that's coming and that you need to know for Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm connections. I'm very excited for this, and I'm sure many of you are excited for this. And if you are excited for the Storm Connections game coming out, I suggest that you leave a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot for the channel. I can grow and keep giving you the content that you guys want to hear. So, what we know about Naruto X Boruto Storm Connections? Well, it's coming this year in 2023. We don't have an official date yet, but we should be hopefully hearing something pretty soon. We've had many Ninja Storm games. There was Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm all the way to Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, which is the latest game that has come out. So what do we know so far? Well, we do know that it's the largest ever roster as of recording with known 132 playable characters. There's most definitely going to be more playable characters coming into the future of this game and the longevity, but right now we do know as of recording this 132 playable characters, which is a lot. It's a lot more than any of the Storm games. This is going to be the biggest character roster ever for Storm, and that's going to be awesome, playing as many different characters. We do know that Storm Connections is going to be an original story with the addition of some remastered parts from some of the older Storm games, their story modes. So we do have Naruto versus Kurama in there, and Sage Mode Naruto versus Pain, as you saw in the trailer, which is going to be very exciting to play as that again, because it is going to be with like the newer graphics. It is going to be a bit remastered and maybe slightly different things involved as well. It might not just be a carbon copy of the previous games. So yeah, and again, it is going to be an original story. So we do know that it is going to be an original story because of these two images right here. I'll talk about the first one real quick. In the first image, we do have Boruto. He's looking up at this red Susanoo. So that brings us up to our next point, is that we do know that there's going to be some sort of Uchiha, some sort of Susanoo in this game. We're not entirely sure if this is the villain that Boruto is facing, but we do see him standing in front of his gigantic red Susanoo. Some people have speculated that it's Sarda, or I don't know, I've heard Shin Uchiha. Me personally, I think it's gonna be cool if we get an original Uchiha in this game. They're most likely going to explain it. We might get more to this original story moving forward, but this is awesome. A lot of people are saying that this is going to be just, oh, it's just the previous Storm games, but just put together and they're charging you more for it. But there is an original story right here. I mean, we've never seen this Susanoo before, and yeah, if this is the villain, it's gonna be a pretty interesting villain. Like, if this is an Uchiha, which it has to be an Uchiha, if it has a Susanoo, what kind of Uchiha is it? What kind of Sharingan, Mangekyo, all that kind of stuff, the abilities. Yeah, I'm just very excited to see that. And in this next image, we do have someone holding a kunai up to Boruto, and we don't know exactly who this person is. Some people have speculated it's Denki because like the blue. I think it's an original villain. We don't know exactly what's going on here. Boruto looks scared and they're pointing a kunai at Boruto, but we do know that there has to be some sort of original character, original villain to Storm Connections that we're gonna be facing, or maybe even end up allying with. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Again, it's not just going to be a remaster, it's gonna be both. It's gonna be a remaster of previous games and a brand new story, hence the name Storm Connections. It's connecting the previous games together. So far we do know that there is seven new characters that are coming to this game, brand new, have not appeared in any other Storm games. And these characters are Ashura and Indra Otsutsuki, Baryon Mode Naruto and supporting Kage Sasuke, and what recently just got announced is Karma Seal Boruto, Kawaki, and Jigen. I won't go too into depth about the characters, but I will mention a few things that are worth noting, just so you have an idea for each character that is going to be coming in Storm Connections. So Ashura Otsutsuki, I think his combos include an Orbit Rasengan. It's one of his signature moves. I'm pretty sure you see it in the anime. He uses this kind of Rasengan that's like circulating. It was shown in the trailer. Not sure if it's a jutsu or part of his combo, but that is interesting, and it is something new that we haven't seen before in previous Storm games. His awakening from this scan right here, it seems to be a giant Kurama looking avatar, and it looks pretty cool. He's like carrying these orbs, and yeah, looks similar to the Kurama avatar that we got before with the Naruto's, but this definitely looks pretty cool as is. Next we have Indra Otsutsuki, and Indra has his Susanoo. Yeah, pretty much like the previous Sasuke's that we had, normal Susanoo, but of course this one's gonna be more, Indra's. It's gonna be Indra's Susanoo, and in his combos he does use a bit of lightning and fire style. Overall, very beautiful. Two brand new Otsutsuki coming to the game, and it's about time that we get Ashura and Indra. Then next that was revealed was Baryon Mode Naruto and supporting Kage Sasuke. Now Baryon Mode Naruto, of course, everyone was excited for that to come. He does start in his KCM cloak, but he eventually does turn into Baryon Mode, whether that be through the awakening or through the ultimate jutsu, which we've seen recently in the latest trailer. It's looking pretty cool. Baryon Mode Naruto finally having it in the Storm games. It's going to be a blast playing with him. And yeah, not much else to say about that. Supporting Kage Sasuke is interesting. I'm pretty sure this is like our fourth adult Sasuke, because I know there's the last, then there's the Wandering Ninja style, and then there's the Boruto, the Road to Boruto Sasuke. So this is going to be like the fourth adult Sasuke, and of course all the other Sasukes. And this one, for his ultimate jutsu, he uses the double Kirin, which looks absolutely sick. And a new jutsu that's called Dragon Flame Caterwall. So yeah, very exciting. Hey, I'll take it. The more Sasukes, the more the merrier. I like having some variety in the game, and this is gonna be awesome. Then the latest characters that were just announced, Karma Boruto. Now, this Boruto, it doesn't look like his awakening is Borushiki as seen in the trailer. He does have the glow that he is like awakening, but we don't see Borushiki, and I'm sure if he did have a Borushiki awakening, they would have mentioned it in the trailer. So we're most likely going to get a separate character for Borushiki. I thought that Karma Boruto his awakening was going to be Borushiki, but I guess that works too. At least we get more Borutos this way. Next up we have Kawaki. His ultimate jutsu is that beautiful scene from the anime. I'll insert the clip right here. And yeah, pretty much in his combos, he just uses his scientific ninja tech. Really awesome stuff. Glad to finally see Kawaki making it into the Storm games. And finally, the last character, Jigen. Now it's not Ishiki, it's actually Jigen, and his awakening, he turns into Jishiki. So yeah, Ishiki is most likely going to be a separate character. Obvious, they're completely different people. And his ultimate jutsu, he throws a disruption cube onto the enemy. Overall sick. I'm glad that we're getting brand new characters added to the game. They all look amazing, and of course we're going to be getting way more. So yeah, it's just very exciting stuff for Storm Connections. Next up we have character customization. So as you can see in this picture, you do have Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke sporting the cat ears. I think from that one episode, it was some anime episode that they try to, rescue a cat or some mission with cats. But you do see here that there is the cat ears, and they do mention that there is going to be character customization coming into the game, which is lovely. I'm not sure exactly how the character customization is going to work. It might work similarly to the previous Storm games, like Storm 4, for example. You had all these different costumes, but I think it was in Storm Revolutions, there was this certain customization where you can put backpacks or headgear on, and it looked really cool. And I really hope that that's the customization that we get for Storm Connections, because the amount of backpacks and the amount of headgear that you can put on, you can put a scarf, you can put, some pants, just customization, I think for this game is going to be insane. And if it does take inspiration from the Revolutions game, then that's already a step up from Storm 4, which just had the normal costumes. Now we have new Team Ultimate Jutsus. So in total, there's a combination of 4 brand new team ultimates that we've seen. We have the Uchiha family, Sakura, Sarada, and Sasuke. And then we have the Uzumaki family, which is Boruto dropping a card of Hinata. Hinata gets embarrassed and she pushes both of them. That's the team ultimate. Boruto and Kawaki, the Unison Rasengan. I'm so happy that they added that. And last but not least, Kawaki and Naruto's team ultimate jutsu. It's nice to see them also getting a little bit of spotlight together. The characters in the game will also have some sort of level system. Now I'm going to put up an image right here that we got. We have translated it a little bit, but it's not the best translations. They're a bit rough, but we do see here that on the sides there is the support characters and they all have the little level thing on the bottom. So yeah, there's going to be some sort of level system to these characters. Some people speculate that it's going to be a level system you gain maybe in rank, or that it's going to be a level system that you get just by playing with the character a lot, and maybe you can unlock certain customizations for them. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't think it's like a level up system where you level up the character and they get stronger. I don't think it will work like that, but that is pretty interesting to note right there. And we also do see the brand new layout for how queuing up in versus battles is gonna go, and it looks pretty cool. We do know that there's a new way to continue combos. An enemy can do a tumbling animation on the ground and you can still continue that combo. We do know this because in the Naruto Bury on Mode trailer, we see Naruto continue a combo even though Sasuke is clearly on the ground. We're not sure if this is a character specific ability or if multiple characters are going to be getting this sort of treatment, because in previous Storm games, you could not continue a combo even after the enemy has fallen to the ground. And now finally, I do want to mention something that has come up very recently. They have invited a few players to play the game early at Summerfest. And I will say that most of my information that I'm getting here is from Globku's newest video. So I do recommend checking Globku's newest video if you want all the information. He has it all there. So again, go check out his latest video. I'm just going to be glossing over a few things. But yeah, he does a really good job at explaining since he was there to play the game early. So from what we know, we do have a 2-page map selection. So there's going to be 2 pages. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the second page. There might be a lot more maps on the second page. Globku said that he only did see the original maps on the first page and they didn't show him the second one. He did also mention that switch tech is going to be back, which does mean that leader switching is back. I'm very excited for that. Leader switching was a fun concept introduced in Storm 4, and I'm glad that it's returning in Storm Connections. Now, switch tech is going to be very interesting. Now, Globku did speak with the people there and mentioned switch tech is a bit of an issue. It is a bit of a glitch. Now, me personally, I do appreciate switch tech. However, it can get abused pretty easily. I mean, yes, you can do a jutsu without having to use any of your chakra. I kind of fall in the 50-50 line. I do like switch tech, but at the same time, I do understand the frustrations in the community with it. Tilts are now gone and is going to be a second jutsu. So yes, there's going to be 2 different types of jutsus. You can't do the normal tilt that you used to do in Storm 4. Again, there's going to be a second jutsu for the tilts. We also know that chakra shurikens will be gone from Storm Connections. Now, this can be a little bit upsetting, mainly because Minato's chakra kunai were pretty good in the sense that it would fire 3 and it would track the enemy a bit better than other shuriken. The Demon Wind shuriken was also good for getting damage in, and size birds, for example, you can spam those chakra kunai and it would fire a bunch of birds at the character. So if chakra kunai are truly gone from Storm Connections and are not making a return in any shape or form, that is a bit unfortunate. But then again, a lot of the chakra kunai and chakra shuriken in Storm 4 were not really useful. We also know from Globku that guard breaking is going to be infinite. So that means up on the D-pad is not going to be only 2 guard breaks. It's going to be infinite, but it's going to have a cooldown. Now this can be a little bit annoying because I can definitely see kids spamming guard break, trying to get combos in, trying to get ultimate jutsus in. but at the same time, I feel like this is a better change overall, allowing for players to move around more instead of sitting there as a sitting duck. Counters will now stagger enemies instead of knocking them back, and you can do them as much as you want. So that's going to be a pretty interesting change. You could technically stagger an enemy when you counter switch, but it is, I guess, nice to see that there's a way of doing it now where you don't have to switch. And the fact that you can infinitely counter might get a bit annoying, but I think overall, Connections is trying to make a more aggressive gameplay, a more aggressive tone to this game as opposed to the previous games. So yeah, and that, I guess that segues into our last point, is that chakra will now refill during the battle. So yeah, it seems like Storm Connections, it's going to be a fast-paced game. You know, your chakra is going to be refilling. You can counter infinitely. Things are going to be happening quicker and more aggressively. And I think all in all, it's going to be great changes for this new Storm game. It gives you a preference whether you want to go back to Storm 4 and play that style, or you want to play Storm Connections. And one more thing before I go, we don't have much information on this, but we do have some sort of information that there is going to be a new combo system, some sort of like you press one button and it does all the combos for you. We've heard only a little bit of information about this, but I thought I'd mention it last because it is pretty interesting. It might lead to a new mechanic, but based on what we've seen so far, there's nothing major, nothing groundbreaking so far that is coming to Storm Connections in terms of new mechanics. So yeah, that is everything you need to know for Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. I'm very excited for this game to come out. I will be covering content on this channel moving forward about Storm Connections, and I hope you guys are all excited too. I can't wait to get started playing this game whenever it comes out, and I hope you guys understand that this is a brand new game, and it's not just a carbon copy of Storm 4 with updated DLC. They're really making this game brand new, and I think it does warrant a new game adaptation to it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Again, leave a like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. I really do appreciate you sticking around. And till then, I'll see you later. Peace.